He's driving away.
So you guys are lying. You guys are lying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, you're all lying.
Go past every exit of Spenciola, going to CVS. He's reaching down in. It's a cane, it's a cane, it's a cane, it's a cane! Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
When entitled corrupt cops faced karma, starting with the situation, body cam shows police shoot man who pointed a cane at officers mistaken for a gun. Around 4 p.m. on April 23rd, at a Rock Spring Mall, police confronted Fover, ordering him out of his pickup truck at gunpoint. Instead of complying, footage shows Fover driving away as Sergeant Bradford Sives fired at the truck's tires.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Doesn't matter. Hands up!
Look at this.
Hands up! Come up here and pull the door up. Come up here and pull the door open. Hands up! He's driving away. He's driving away. Shots fired. Shots fired. He just tried to run me over.
Officers repeatedly instructed Fover to show his hands while he moved erratically inside his vehicle, refusing to comply and appearing to reach for something under his seat.
Get somebody on Spenciola in 24 now! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! He's reaching in the back. He's saying, get your snipers, boys. Signal 13, shut down 24 at Spenciola, just north of the shopping center. 167, back up and shut that road down. There's cars coming. He's still mobile in the vehicle. He's still mobile in the vehicle. We can't pin it. Hands up! Don't do it, John. Just show us your hands. It's not worth it, John. Hands up. Hands up. He's saying he's reaching for a gun, guys. Hands up. Hands up. Shut down Spenciola. Shut down Spenciola. Shut down. Drive over the grass, whatever. Shut it down. No cars behind him. Okay, final units. Go around the back of Chopsticks. Form an arrest team if we need to. John, hands up!
The officers began strategizing how to confront Fover, suspecting that he might be armed. But is that really the truth?
End this, John! Just come in to us! Hey, do we have people hands ready to go if need be? We can't see. Hey, we got any SRT with like a pepper ball or something? Anybody SRT on the team here that has long distance, less lethal, or pepper ball? Don't reach. Yeah, Diesel, when you get here, come around from the light by CVS. He's back in the vehicle. He's reaching in the vehicle again. It's a cane, it's a cane, it's a cane! Stop reaching! Come out here with your hands up! Yes, he has guns in the car, guys. We don't know if they're locked up or what. He's reaching under the seat. Come out with your hands up only! What, he's getting a drink? Go past Spenciola, make a left at the CVS into the Chopsticks parking lot, come up behind us. Suspects at the 1-2 AB corner of Chopsticks in the Chopsticks parking lot. We are facing towards Kimmery Court with all of our long guns. All responding units come from southbound 24 into the light by the CVS, come that way. 167, back up further, block all that shit off now. He's reaching in the car again. Shut that road down completely, nobody in or out.
The truth is, what Fover was holding was merely a stick. The officers' confusion led to them using their firearms against Fover.
He's saying goodbye to his old lady. Keep trying, Daly. All units should come in the CVS side of the shopping center. We are at the AB 1-2 corner of Chopsticks in the Chopsticks parking lot. All shots are faced towards Kimmery Court and Spenciola Parkway. Is the armored vehicle headed this way, dispatch? Go past every exit of Spenciola, going to CVS. He's reaching down in. It's a cane! It's a cane! It's a cane! It's a cane! Cease fire! Cease fire! Stay back! Rodker, stay back! Stay back! Stay back!
John Fover, who was given first aid until paramedics arrived at the scene of the shooting, was taken to an area hospital, where he died of his injuries. The IID, which was formed in response to 2021 police reforms and is charged with investigating all civilians' deaths at the hands of law enforcement, said Thursday that it continues to investigate the circumstances surrounding the shooting. Excessive force refers to force in excess of what a police officer reasonably believes is necessary. A police officer may be held liable for using excessive force in an arrest, an investigatory stop, or other seizures. A police officer may also be liable for not preventing another police officer from using excessive force. All right, let's move to this next case where things might get even messier. On November 30th, 2014, a DUI checkpoint was conducted by the Tennessee Highway Patrol and Murfreesboro Police, featuring the controversial use of a Freedom trailer.
We're about to roll through this checkpoint. That's up ahead.
We have their sign out.
At least the sign's not tipped over this time like it was before.
Hi. Can you really run it down, please?
That's fine. I can
I'm
hear
Officer
you just
Benson with the
fine.
Murfreesboro Police Department. This is the field sobriety checkpoint. Have you had anything to drink tonight?
I do not have to answer that question.
This is the field sobriety checkpoint.
I understand
we're
that, but I
conducting
don't have to
the
answer
field
that
sobriety
question.
checkpoint to ensure that. Okay, why don't you pull over right there for me? Pull in that parking lot. To
In the
left.
parking lot?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I think she just made that up, honestly.
Should I turn the vehicle around?
I just pull up here, like in these parking spaces. I mean, this is fine right here.
Officers falsely claim they smell alcohol on the driver and order him out of the vehicle for a field sobriety test, despite the driver denying drinking.
What's going on, brother? Sergeant Cox, Murfreesboro Police Department, okay? This officer's going to ask you to step out. Need you to step out, step back here to the rear of the car. All right, take field sobriety, okay? Leave the car running. We'll leave the windows up for them because I don't need them freezing to death, okay? We do need you to step out, step back here for
Am
me,
I being
okay?
detained?
Yes, sir, you are.
What crime have I committed to be?
Sir,
What crime have I committed to be detained?
you've been drinking.
Can I get a name and badge number?
269 Sergeant Cox. Okay?
Looks like I don't have much of a choice here.
No, you said you're being fine.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Keep the camera on us.
Officer, so you can stay warm.
Nope, nope, keep it down. We want to hear what's going on, actually.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
I just didn't want you guys freezing to death.
I appreciate
okay?
that,
Whatever you said one thing, whatever you said the other, all right?
I appreciate it.
It's not a problem, fellas, okay?
All right, thanks.
The driver challenges the legality of the field sobriety checkpoint and the officer's actions, highlighting contradictions in their responses.
He's at this point, he's like, what the hell I got myself into?
There's the Freedom trailer where they strap people down and take their blood without their consent. Keep in mind, he has not drank at all, and they said they smelled alcohol on him, so they're obviously lying.
Hey, can I ask you a question real quick? Hey, what's a field sobriety checkpoint? That's a new one on me.
Say again?
What's a field sobriety checkpoint? The female officer identified as a field sobriety checkpoint. What is that?
Still explain it to you.
Okay.
What is that?
He said she'll explain it.
The officers misrepresented checkpoint rules, fabricating procedures, and obscuring drivers' rights to legally avoid the checkpoint.
What's going on?
Keep rolling.
All right, so we got to find a place to park.
There you go. All right, stay warm. What you got?
Okay,
Yes, sir.
number one, as officers, when you became officers, did you not swear an oath to uphold the Constitution?
We uphold the law, okay? These are deemed to be legal in the state of Tennessee, okay? And anytime you enter a checkpoint, the officer just says that the odor of alcohol comes from the car, okay? Which you said you've been drinking, doesn't mean you're drunk. Then we're gonna pull you out of the car, all right? Talk to you for a minute, conduct a series of field sobriety tests. If you're not intoxicated, you're free to go. If you're intoxicated, then unfortunately we have to do our job, which is enforce the law and arrest you for DUI.
I have a question for you, sir.
One last question. How much did this Freedom trailer here cost the American taxpayers?
Not sure, sir. It's not our trailer, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, whose jurisdiction is that trailer?
That would be Smyrna. The way that works is they can be here and we use their equipment because they fall under the jurisdiction of the state. Okay? As long as we're helping them or assisting them, we can do that.
Okay, I'll have to check on that. And one last time, name and badge number, please.
Officer Benson, 866.
866.
You mind if I ask you a really quick question?
Sergeant Cox, 269. No, go ahead, sir.
The first one is the signs are placed after you pass the sign. There's nowhere to turn off, so you're supposed to have the option to avoid once you see the sign.
There actually is a turnaround. Okay.
Coming westbound.
The law's very clear. Okay. If you do a U-turn and you turn around and you go back, as long as you do it
legally,
correctly and legally, we can't stop you.
The last question I have is: do you feel this is right? I mean, do you feel this is do you feel this might be kind of an abuse of the Constitution to just arbitrarily pull everyone
I don't
over?
make the laws, I just enforce.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand,
You can disagree with them all day long. The laws are written a certain way. All I can do is enforce those laws. Okay?
Well, I've done nothing wrong. I can't imagine as you probably want to be police officer.
Okay, it's as simple as this. How are you doing today? My name is Sergeant Cox. Conducting a field sobriety checkpoint. Got anything to drink? No. If I don't detect the odor of alcohol, say have a good night. We move you on through.
We haven't been drinking, so I don't know where the odor came from. Though I mean that just boggles my mind that she smelled alcohol.
Okay. I have a field sobriety test kit in the car, and if you'd be willing to take one, I'd be willing to get down and take one.
No, I'm not going to really do anything.
Have a good night.
The driver noted multiple inconsistencies, including officers lying about smelling alcohol and pursuing vehicles that legally turned around to avoid the checkpoint.
Hey, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
Of course he wants to ignore.
And we're making our way back to the checkpoint, which is that way, where we just got stopped and detained because one of the cops lied. Okay, so this guy just turned around.
See, look, he's doing it. See, he's gonna fucking contact us. I'll pull up the phone.
Yep, and we were just told that you can legally turn around. He just went after that car that legally turned around. And apparently they tell us we have the right to do that. Look at this. This truck just turned around too, to avoid this checkpoint.
This is a sobriety checkpoint, which is unlawful. We've already been through the checkpoint where they blatantly lied to us and forced me to take a sobriety test.
Look, he's turning around, and I bet the THP is gonna go after him. Watch, that guy right there.
The checkpoint appears to shut down after public criticism, with officers evading direct answers about their misleading practices.
After we got out here, it looks like they're shutting it down.
Yep, shutting it down. Maybe our signs did the trick.
Hey, I've got a question for you. We were told over there that people have the right to turn around as long as they do it legally. But I've seen you guys go after people that turn around. But before the checkpoint, and I saw you guys go after them. Do they not have the right to turn around like we were told?
And even drive past, turn past the sign.
Not past the checkpoint, though.
But it's past the sign that identifies the checkpoint.
Right, which warns that there's a checkpoint ahead, and they have the right to turn around.
Once they enter the checkpoint, passing that sign, they can't turn around.
Yes, they can. If they, what's the sign there for? If they can read. So you guys are lying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you're all lying.
Regarding any driver's right to avoid the stop, Ingersoll versus Palmer, 1987, stated the following: checkpoint personnel were specifically instructed that drivers were not to be stopped merely for avoiding the checkpoint. The road sign announcing the checkpoint was placed sufficiently in advance of the checkpoint that motorists could choose to avoid the checkpoint.
Behind your back! Got it!
Let me watch this.
Crawl towards me! Crawl towards me!
Get off me!
While some officers betray their oath and abuse their power, today you'll witness instant karma delivering a powerful blow. Now, let's uncover the shocking case of a 17-year-old brutally beaten by Oak Lawn police officers during an arrest. On July 27th, 17-year-old Hadi Abuatella was a passenger in a car stopped by police in Oak Lawn. When the police attempted to illegally search the teenager, he ran away.
They were smoking weed over there. So, hanging out over here for me. So if they don't have anything crazy in here, then it's no big deal. Put your hands on the car for me. Mind if I search you real quick? You don't have any knives or guns on you, right? Nobody else, right? Whose backpack is at the back? Just hang out at the back of the car for me. Can you step out? Hands on the car. Hands up on the car for me. Stop running! Stop! Hey, stay there!
After chasing and catching Abuatela on the road, Officer Patrick O'Donnell and another officer repeatedly punched Abuatela in the face and used a taser.
He's going to McDonald's. 9-5 McVicker, 9-5 McVicker, next to McDonald's. Put your hand behind your back! Do it now! Yeah, pressure point, okay, pressure point, pressure point. Put your hand behind your back, do it now! Hands behind your back! Got it, got it! Let me watch this.
Excessive force refers to force in excess of what a police officer reasonably believes is necessary. A police officer may be held liable for using excessive force in an arrest, an investigatory stop, or other seizures. A police officer may also be liable for not preventing another police officer from using excessive force. Abuatela was hospitalized with internal bleeding in his brain, a fractured pelvis, broken nose, lacerations, and bruises after the violent arrest on July 27th, according to the lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court in Chicago on Monday. The lawsuit claims 3 unnamed Oak Lawn police officers of extreme and outrageous conduct by repeatedly punching Abuatela in the body, head, and face after he'd already been tackled and pinned to the ground. In January 2016, Mesa police responded to a report about a man pointing a rifle out of a hotel window. In reality, Shaver was showing a few other guests in his room an air rifle he used for his pest control job. Instead of handcuffing Shaver, the officers, oddly enough, began giving him confusing and conflicting commands, instructing him to crawl toward them. The police even went as far as threatening to shoot if they made any mistakes.
Stop! Get on the ground, both of you! Lay down on the ground! Who else is in the room?
Nobody.
Nobody else is in the room?
Nobody.
Are you positive?
Nobody. Absolutely positive.
We have a failure for you to comprehend simple instructions. I'm going to go over some of them again, okay? Can you both hear and understand me?
Yes.
If you make a mistake, another mistake, there's a very severe possibility you're both going to get shot. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
All right. I'm not here to be tactful or diplomatic with you. You listen, you obey. For one thing, did I tell you to move, young man? Did I tell you to put both your hands on the top of your head and interlace your fingers? Take your feet and cross your left foot over your right foot. Are you both drunk?
No.
No.
All right. So you're not going to have any problems understanding anything that I tell you, right?
Great.
All right. You're not going to do anything but come towards us. Young man, you are not to move. You're to put your eyes down and look down at the carpet. You're to keep your fingers interlaced behind your head. If you move, we're going to consider that a threat, and we are going to deal with it, and you may not survive it. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You are to keep your feet crossed. Take both of your hands, put them flat in front of you. Now, put both your hands in the air. Okay, crawl towards us. Stop. Okay. Cuff, grab the pole.
No, Rich, pull
Pull,
him this
Rich.
way.
You're not. You be in the chain so we figure out exactly what's going on, okay? Just be cool and we'll be
Okay, when you're done with that, lay her flat. This is the deal. We're going to do almost like we did before. Okay? Okay, young man, listen to my instructions and do not make a mistake. You are to keep your legs crossed. Do you understand me? You are to put both of your hands palms down, straight out in front of you. I said, keep your legs crossed! I didn't say this in conversation. Hands in the air! Hands up in the air! You do that again, we're shooting you. Do you understand? Do not shoot me. Then listen to my instructions. Hands straight up in the air. Do not put your hands down for any reason. You think you're gonna fall, you better fall on your face.
Shaver repeatedly begged for his life as he was ordered to crawl toward the officers. While moving forward, he reached toward his waistband. The officer believed Shaver was reaching for a gun and fired at him.
Crawl towards me! Crawl towards me! Don't go! Get up on him. Okay, hold on him. One with me. Key card, key card. Key card. Hold on. I gave you 2 key cards.
According to the Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. Additionally, the 14th Amendment states that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to its jurisdiction are citizens of the United States and of the state in which they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law that abridges the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States. Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. The $8 million settlement between Mesa and Laney Sweet for the death of her husband has finally been funded, according to Sweet's attorney. The settlement was originally reached back in November 2022, nearly 7 years after former Mesa police officer Philip Mitch Brailsford killed Daniel Shaver, shooting him 5 times in a hotel hallway in 2016. On June 25, 2023, everything began when the journalist arrived at the courthouse, intending to carry out work related to an ongoing investigation. Upon reaching the entrance, he was greeted by security personnel and informed that due to an ongoing lawsuit, he was not allowed to enter certain offices, including the clerk's office.
Go ahead. Okay, cleared out. Show us off on Altamont. Where's our caller at? Workers maybe there?
What's up? What's up?
A pending court issue. He's escorted to court. The standing orders in place.
Right.
He's had to go investigations, can't go to offices. He said he had to go to the mayor's office, had appointments and business. I checked with them, and they said because of pending litigation, they went straight to him.
Okay.
We do it outside the security checkpoint. We bring people down, and they assist him in any way. I allowed him to walk from the outside areas here. He tried to get in the clerk's office, I wouldn't let him in.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we stand now.
The journalist argued that this restriction was unreasonable, claiming he was being denied his rights as a member of the press. He repeatedly requested to see any official documentation that justified his exclusion from the clerk's office.
What is the ultimate goal here? You can't just hang out here all day.
I'm not hanging out.
Okay.
Did you not hear just what he said?
Yeah.
He just said that I'm trying to go to the clerk's office.
But you can't go there.
So why not?
It's pending investigation. Any business conducted outside.
Yeah.
Is that a court order?
If you want to talk to anybody, you can do it over there.
Is there a court order saying I'm not allowed to be here unless I'm conducting business?
They can allow or not allow anybody
That's not how it works.
It is.
That's not how it works.
Do you want him out of here? Or?
40?
You know, I let him walk in halls and videotape, but by the order of Chief Whipple. Any business is to be conducted outside security checkpoint.
So here's the thing.
Okay. He said that he's willing to get a staff member to talk to you, but you have to do it over there.
Why are you telling me I have to? Well, you don't even have paperwork yourself stating that, what he's saying.
Okay.
He says the Assistant Chief of Police, Brian Whipple, right?
Yes.
He's the one who says that,
yes.
right? Where's the paperwork saying that?
I don't care.
I'm gonna need you, right, to do what you normally do, is investigate, okay, and find out if there is such order. It was never told to me, it's told to them. I was never mailed anything, it's not legal.
Okay, but they're not gonna allow you in any of the offices.
According to the First Amendment, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Tensions increased as the man contested his right to enter the office, arguing that his rights under the First Amendment entitled him to the same access as any other citizen. He cited his freedom of the press as justification to document and access public records without limitation. However, the officers maintained he could conduct business, but only from designated public areas, such as outside the security checkpoint.
Do you know the oath you took, right? This one right here?
They have the complete right to not allow you in one of the offices.
No, they don't. I have the same equal rights as every other citizen here.
Okay.
If you violate that, you're violating the First Amendment right, freedom of the press.
Okay.
I have a right to do this. Sir, I am continuing.
Unless we're going to kick him out and arrest him, then we're going to.
I am trying to go upstairs. Like I have a right to.
Go to the office, so the business has to be conducted over there. I'm willing to bring whoever he wants down. The mayor's office will speak to him.
Listen, I haven't done anything.
The only crime is if they ask you to leave and you refuse to leave. That's trespassing.
It's not lawful. Let me speak. Can I speak? Can I speak?
I said we can go right over there. Let's go. Come on.
May I speak?
We'll get who you want from the clerk's office.
I already explained to him. Okay, I was trying to go in and he was violating my rights to do so. First Amendment, I have a right to conduct business here. Legal and lawful business. I have a right to go into the city's clerk just like everyone else. Okay. See, now you're restricting my movement, telling me where I can go in a public space. You're violating my rights. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
You're either going to get the clerk.
We will see.
Yeah, we will see. You're either going to get the clerk, right?
Yes, but you have to go over there.
No, I don't have to go anywhere. I have a right to be anywhere else. I feel like conducting my business.
No, you don't.
Well, who says?
Wasn't there an order of protection?
Who says? See? Is there an order of protection?
The journalist continued to challenge the officers, demanding specific legal grounds for the restriction. Officers requested his identification and ran his information, suspecting an active protective order might be barring his entry, though they failed to produce immediate confirmation.
There was one,
Why don't you investigate? Why don't you investigate? You can go get my paperwork.
Do that.
Yeah, see, do your justice.
Can you run this mail's information and let me know if there's still an order of protection barring him from City Hall?
Great 679. 938, number's going to be 169 624. 169 624.
You take notes. You're representing them. That's what you're doing. You're the SARS, all right? So they, whether, I don't know if you guys look up to them, but they look up to you.
Okay, Daniel.
So they're going to follow your lead.
I was called here by him, so yes,
But you're going to act on it, though, right?
We'll see.
We'll see?
Yes,
Are we
depending on what happens with this phone call. Yes.
Are we going to enforce law or feelings?
Depending on what happens with this phone call.
Law enforcement.
Yes.
You're law enforcement, man.
Trespassing is a law, Daniel.
I need to hear this conversation.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
All right. Well, as long as the officer's next to you, that's, and I can go anywhere I want in a public space. So, you mind not restricting my movement?
They're talking right now.
It's a marriage license application.
Yes.
Okay.
And why can't I go in there in person?
Because you don't need to.
Why?
Because we're providing you the service by giving you what you're looking for.
Well, technically, you'd be providing it if I went in without being harassed and I got the paperwork.
I disagree.
You are lawful. What's your location?
Very soon, human resources. So when I go to do that, to file complaints against you, we'll see if you keep me out of that office. Because that's another thing about the Constitution. We have a First Amendment rights, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. You understand? I'll teach you, I'll educate you, inform you however you want it. But You're going to learn whether you want it or not.
I'm a lucky man.
Yes.
After continuous back and forth, the officer finally provided him with the license documents he requested. However, the situation escalated when the officers attempted to escort him out of the building, at which point a physical altercation occurred. The journalist alleged that an officer threatened and invaded his personal space, calling the officer's behavior illegal and disrespectful.
Hello.
Hi, are you here for the mayor's license?
Yes.
Okay, Sam's getting it.
Okay.
Along with the pamphlet.
All right, thank you. He is here to pick up a marriage license, which I am hand delivering to him right now.
Go ahead in the building, but there is nobody allowed to record in the building.
Okay.
There'll be signs going up and everything else. You don't have to tell them all that, but long story short is, in the building, no recording.
All right, and if he refuses?
If he refuses, then he can be arrested.
Okay, perfect.
For the violating, for...
I don't know what the law is for not being able to record. I know there's like something that the court officers do, but I don't know what that is. Here's the paperwork.
Good job. You
Okay,
did great.
I have official word on everything that you're allowed to do. Do you understand?
Don't care because I know my rights.
Okay, you're allowed to be anywhere you want in the building.
I don't want to
You
hear
cannot record in here anymore.
So I can't record in here anymore.
No.
That's what you guys are saying?
I'm telling you, you can't record past that area right
Who
there.
said that to you? I'm just curious.
The chief of police.
The chief, Eric Clifford.
Yeah, you can only record in City Hall up until the security entrance and then nowhere beyond.
So where's the statute for that?
Huh?
What federal statute? What written law?
I'm just
I'm just
advising you.
curious. Do not rush me.
Are you
I'm
done here,
talking,
then?
conducting business still. So, Mr. Andrews, thank you very much. You're touching me. Back up, dude. Get out of my face.
You can turn off that
Get
right
out of
now.
my face.
You can turn that off
I'm
right
walking
now.
out.
Okay.
Get out of my
Go.
face.
Go.
Fucking
Go.
tyrant.
Go.
Get out of my... Dude. I dare you. I dare you to do something, clown.
Go.
Stop touching me. Keep walking. Stop touching me.
Keep walking.
I'm walking.
Keep walking.
I'm walking.
Keep walking.
I'm walking. You want to intimidate people?
Keep walking.
Go ahead, back up.
You're not walking at
back
all.
Back up.
Nope.
Back up.
No.
Get off me. Off
Thank
me.
you. Go.
Fucking clown. Back up.
Go.
Don't touch me, I'm telling you. Yeah, you see that, right? You guys see that for yourself. Violating my Fourth Amendment rights.
Okay.
Violating my First Amendment rights. Violating my 14th Amendment right. Section 1.
Follow me.
Get my incident number.
Follow me.
Fucking clown.
Thank you.
What you thought? Yo, this fucking guy put his hands on me, yo.
The situation reached a resolution later that month when the courthouse conducted an internal review of the incident. The officer in question received a formal warning regarding protocol for handling First Amendment disputes and received additional training on citizen rights within public spaces. We hope this video has shed light on the serious dangers of corruption within the police force. If you found this information valuable, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our future videos. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.